Time.
Prime time.
Prime time.
Prime time. That's the name.
Prime time.
Prime time. What time is it? Showtime. Prime time.
It's XL Prime Time, featuring Joe C.
I reduced my toilet paper down to 3 squares.
Matt Hayes.
Big asses and big thighs, yeah.
And Leon Searcy.
Bringing you love, peace, and soul.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
Come out of the weekend. Are you better for it? Did you have a good couple of days off? Full work week. We are back at it. XL Primetime on a Mokama Beer Company Monday. Welcome in. The noon hour is hit. I see a happy Cersei. You look like you came out of the weekend energized.
I had a great time, man. I had to go out of town to do a couple of cigar events.
Oh, you did?
And Claremont. I was near the Sticks, too, bro. The Villages.
Oh,
Near
yes,
the
yes.
Sticks.
Did you catch anything that
yeah, I
close
was just
to the
about to
Villages?
say.
Huh?
As a 50-year-old, did you catch anything if you were that close to the
I
Villages?
saw a lot of golf carts, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of golf carts at the Villages.
And were there specific colors being risen on those golf carts?
Now, what the boys are referring to, Leon,
No, I missed
is
it.
the
An STT
Villages.
capital.
The Villages are the STD capital of the world
Wow.
because there's a lot of
First
Should've
off,
got
widows
vaccinated.
and
wait,
widowers.
before you go any
Okay, I
further,
should have got
sleep
vaccinated
around.
now.
Yeah.
I feel like I
before
should
you
have
go
got
any further,
vaccinated.
it's the Villages. The Villages is. It's not R. We're not using that English.
The Villages
The soccer
are the
English
STD
that you guys
capital
are
of the
doing.
world.
Let me just put it to you this way.
That's
this,
first off. Then we'll
this
just go,
right here,
now we can get into it.
Duval is the ST capital of the world, and the Villages is the STD
So what happens
capital.
is
No, I had a
of
good
the
golf
time.
carts-
I'm not. First of all, I'm not going to let you talk about those people.
Hang on a second. The golf
They
carts,
buy some sticks?
Yeah.
they have like these little, what are they called, JJ? The little things they hang. And depending on what color you have hung, either you're a swinger or what is it, Jay?
I saw
Why are
none
you
of that.
asking me?
I saw none of that.
Because they're sister city with Ocala. I would
It's
think
not.
you'd know.
Well, see, I
It's
was
not part of Ocala.
I was not in that area. Maybe I was not in that area. The cigar
You're
lounge was
Claremont.
not.
Oh,
it was
it's
not,
all that
was
area.
not
It's like
in the
so
player
different
mode.
colors mean different things, I guess.
Oh,
is what I'm
listen,
trying to
Listen,
say.
when you
Okay.
go to a restaurant or a bar in the Villages, it is a popular thing for that restaurant or bar to host a key night or whatever, where the older folks, who there's a lot of widows, widowers,
That's true, by
divorcees,
the
or
way.
whatever,
Oh, yeah.
who go, you drop your keys off, or you put them in a little thing, and then when you leave, you pick up whoever's keys, and whoever's keys you're with, that's who you're going home
Just see
with.
where it
Wow.
goes.
Look at the look on Leon's face. Like,
listen,
what are you telling me right now?
I saw none of that. All
Well,
right?
you weren't. They didn't invite
you
you.
weren't
You're
looking.
way too young.
Yeah.
You
No,
also weren't looking.
Well,
of course not. I had my wife with me. I'm not.
No, I'm saying,
sometimes-
had you known all this, what JJ just said,
Mhm.
you'd have like saw these
See,
little
first
hints.
of all, I'm offended that y'all didn't prep me when I was going because I let y'all know I was going to do my cigar.
I didn't know you were going to the Villages.
Oh, well,
I would have
that's
given
all.
you
I appreciate it.
all the preparation
time,
you
though.
needed.
There were a
By
lot of
the
sticks.
way, but just because you're with your wife, that doesn't stop these people.
Right, in fact,
that-
that's
you
encouraging.
can
Yeah,
grab keys
exactly.
from anybody.
So
Okay.
you swap.
Well, wait, you know what? I now that I think about it, when I was sitting in
Oh,
the,
no.
I'm just going to tell you, I'm sitting in the indoor because they got an outdoor where you smoke cigars, and then they have the indoor where you smoke cigars.
Mhm.
And I'm sitting there with I think are the fellas, all right. And then my wife comes in there, she gives me a kiss. She said, "I'm about to go outside. I'm going to get something to eat, or whatever." And one of the guys said, "Oh, you outkicked your coverage."
Okay, well that's a normal.
right.
That's just
You know,
normal
that was- yeah, okay.
conversation.
Yeah.
But maybe he was
no,
leading to.
That's what he said to me. I'm thinking what he's saying is mine. So now I'm a little upset. And he was
the question
he was probably
is-
undressing my wife. At
It
his
might
house.
have been. Might have.
or both of you.
Both of them.
He was undressing both of you.
Yeah.
Well,
Matt's taking
Matt's
it to
just-
another
Matt's
place.
going way
Matt's
too
he's just too far. You know, we can't just have a.
these are just normal swinger parties,
exactly.
Matt.
He's-
Exactly.
Well, that's how my weekend went, Joe.
Anyway,
I love
I
it.
didn't.
you didn't do any swinging.
And
No, I did no swing.
Okay.
Allegedly.
But you sold some sticks.
I sold some stuff.
That's all that matters. Matt, are you lighter or heavier than when you left
Oh
us
yeah,
on Friday?
Still
you
not
seem to
good,
be
man.
feeling better.
Is
I
the,
feel better, but still not there all the way.
what is the D
Still
dial?
going with the Gatorade.
What is the D dial saying to us right now?
The D dial?
Yeah, I can't say the whole word.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Like
don't
the
know.
projectile
like on a scale
D-dial.
of 10, maybe about a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
You're coming back then.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
That's just
Yeah.
like after some tacos is a normal 4.
You kind of, yeah.
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 We told Matt he needs to go through the opposite of a cleanse. A greasy cheeseburger will cleanse you better than any of those other things that you get. Okay.
Once it gets inside, fights
hang on
everything off.
Real quick,
Yeah.
our boy Scoggin just texted in the scrunchies, the stuff you like
Oh,
take
the
in the shower.
scrunchies.
And it's,
Okay.
each color represents different things. And he just sent us in a detailed list. Okay, you ready for this?
We need this.
White, white scrunchie that you hang on your golf cart
Yeah.
means novice and beginners. Purple means voyeur and people who like to watch. Pink means soft swap.
What is that? Hold on.
I don't want to get into what it
I'll
is.
look that up.
I
How do
don't-
you spell
blue,
that?
Blue means lowest level of full swap.
Oh, soft.
Yellow means mid-level swap. Black means full swap. Teal means what I just said. Maybe he was looking at you and your woman.
Did they work Teal into this?
So Scoggs
why
has
they
like
gotta
more
look-
detailed information for this, but I don't think it's something we should be saying. But
Yeah.
I'm just explaining what it is.
Yeah. okay.
Soft swapping is a practice where couples engage in physical intimacy with others, but with the strict boundaries of avoiding. I don't even want to say it.
Mhm.
It's
Right.
just like we don't go all the way.
Right.
Mhm.
Do they have one for a foot to ass? Is there a foot to ass?
Can I kick their ass?
Because that'll be me. You make sure they make one for me. Foot to ass.
That's an orange and green.
Yeah,
scrunchie.
exactly. That
Oh.
one.
It's an orange and green one.
This is great.
So if you go to the villages, be careful. Keep your head on a swivel.
Exactly.
Just
Eyes
don't even
up.
drive a golf cart through there. Okay, how about that?
Eyes up, people. Because I already told you, my buddy Brody from the World Golf Hall of Fame, they went over there. I think Carol Mann lived at the Villages and she was a Hall of Famer. Anyway, he goes to walk out off of the elevator. Have a good night, y'all. It's great seeing you. Da 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 da. And normally you can picture a male is going to put their arm through the two doors that are closing in an elevator and make sure that it doesn't close. It was a female, and she was in her 60s. She put her arm right through there.
Nice
Wow.
to meet you, fellas.
And move those doors back open. You gotta love it. This one of our dudes texted in the Nooners.
Well, what happened?
Well,
You got
Brody had to politely
decline.
Yeah, he declined. She was she blushed. But one of our texters. I used to mow lawns in high school in the Villages. The amount of early morning walks of shame
Oh
from
my
60-year-olds
God.
was alarming.
Wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
They're much older than 60, folks.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they
Hey, God bless him, man.
yeah, because they can get there in their 50s. They can go early
Oh, can
retirement.
they?
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
55 plus.
55 plus.
I used to work out there
Yeah.
in attics. Don't
Mhm.
get any ideas in the text line.
Mhm.
But when I worked out there, I'm telling you, it was like 75 and up. It felt like everyone that lives there is really, really pushing it.
yeah. Well,
There's not a lot of 55, 60-year-olds.
yeah. There's. I think there's like
maybe there's like sections. It's,
Right in the
it's so
beginning.
big
Yeah.
now.
Hey,
it is literally its
everybody
own
Boca del
city.
Vista.
Everybody needs
Yes,
love,
yes.
JJ. Just because you're 75.
Del
you know?
Boca Vista.
Del Boca Vista,
Are you
man.
telling me there's no condos left in Vista del Boco?
All right. So we begin. All right. Mokama Beer Company Monday. You can tell all these stories up there over a cold pint, and they're serving it every day.
Okama should move to the villages.
Exactly. They
honestly.
probably would sell some pints. Now, the Dirty Dina, okay, they got a little bit of a rep. So you can definitely head in to downtown Fernandina and enjoy the tap room right there on South 8th Street. Breakfast in the morning, cold beer later. You got a full menu for breakfast and menu throughout the day. So check it all out, Mokama Beer Company. So we're going to get into a handful of things. One of the big talking points right now is we're just a few weeks away from seeing what your Jacksonville Jaguars 2026, the version of this latest hometown team looks like. And out of the conversations during the offseason has been the rankings of positions. And one of the most recent was Jeremy Fowler, who polled execs, players, coaches, so on and so forth around the National Football League. And he put out his top 10 of most all the position groups are out by now, including the quarterback. So let's get into that just a little bit coming up here in just a second. We may bring it back up a little bit later on with our quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson, but it definitely is worth discussing. Today, we start looking from the Big 12 to the Atlantic Coast Conference as the ACC kickoff is underway. Got to roll through some of the athletes that are there that we will get into and talk a little ACC football with Florida State, Miami, Clemson, all of them, all the storylines from your college football world. We will do that coming up. It is XL Primetime.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. In England, they've been waiting a long time for this, a chance to win a World Cup. Its only previous title, 1966. 97,000 people were at Wembley Stadium that day, 32 million tuning in. The final with West Germany went to extra time. A shot by Jeff Hurst hit the crossbar and went straight down, ruled the goal. He would score again in extra time, a 4-2 win. Hurst, now 84 years old, first ever World Cup final hat trick. England plays Argentina Wednesday in Atlanta. France plays Spain tomorrow in Dallas. The Golden Boot is very much up for grabs. Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe have both scored 8 goals for their World Cup careers. It's Messi now with 21. Mbappe's got 20 in 20 games. With this World Soccer Update, John Stashower, Westwood One Sports.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with our limited edition O'Reilly Brake Parts Cleaner while supplies last at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get 2 cans for $8. Our professional parts people can recommend all the parts and supplies you need for your brake job. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or shop online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The cost of mesothelioma treatments can exceed $400,000, and families often face losing their homes and life savings just to pay the bill. The Rights and Claims Department of Flint Cooper has helped victims secure financial support they need to pay for their care and ensure their family's future. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma and don't have legal representation, call Flint Cooper now at 800-606-8169. Time is running out for you to file a claim, so don't wait. Call 800-606-8169 for a free consultation.
Josie for Wingstop, and they have got a great deal going on right now, and they want you to be part of Club Wingstop. So you got 2 things you can enjoy: the 20 boneless wings, choice of 4 flavors, a large fry, 2 dips, and all for $16.99. Now, this is a limited time offer, so make sure you take advantage of it. Just log on, and you can join Club Wingstop. Basically, you get points for every dollar you spend. You can sign up now at 1010XL.com/Wingstop. It is super easy, and then they're dropping deals in your email left and right. We're talking free wings. Make sure you check it out with Club Wingstop.
When you're injured, you need more than legal advice. You need someone who truly cares. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, I take pride in what we do. You're never just another case. We take the time to listen, guide you through the process, and fight for your recovery every step of the way. And remember, you pay nothing unless we win. Zip, nada, nothing. Learn more at CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campion, Campion Law.
After attending a Saturday Bumps and Bruises clinic by Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, my son's hip and shoulder issues were diagnosed quickly, and he's back playing. As a busy family, we really appreciate their prompt attention.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Get out of the city and into the woods and the water.
Keep on working it.
On the Nimnicht Outdoors Show, Captain Kevin and Captain Kirk join Jeff Lageman.
I am shooting one today.
Get hooked Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with Renewal by Andersen and get $250 off every window and door. Plus, 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. With Renewal by Andersen, you're getting American craftsmanship, expert installation, and signature service. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com. That's bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free design consultation. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Actually, make it 8.
Hey, Mom. Yep, I'm walking home now. Mom, I'm trying to cross, but I don't think this driver sees me. No, they're driving too fast. Mom!
Speeding catches up with you. Early, on time, a little late, just get there safely. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative.
Prosser here. The FIFA World Cup is entering its biggest matches, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. I'm looking at Argentina. They could win it all. They won't see France until the final game, and right now trading around 18% to win. That means a $100 trade pays out $514 if they win the cup. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market. That means there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code 1010XL. You'll get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 and over only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
Kicking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
One of our dudes, one of our nooners, Skoggs, has sent us a full menu, an a la carte listing of what all this, what were they called, Maddie? Scrunchies?
Yeah,
like a hair scrunchie.
Yeah.
No. You take them in the shower, you put soap on them, and you clean them.
Oh, like those.
Yeah, those. Scrunchies?
Are
Something
they like
that.
aloof?
Yeah, like a loop.
Yeah, like a loop. Yeah.
It's kinda,
Yeah.
but he sent us a full menu, a full color diagram of what's what. And I can't help but wonder, Skoggs, how did you find out about all this? We'll find out a little bit later on. All right, 641-1010. Hit the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
They had some of the golf carts souped up, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the golf carts were nice.
I love, like, there's so many tricked out carts now. It's almost a part of your being. If you're in, say, a big neighborhood or at a country club, golf club, or whatever, it's part of your being, your existence. It's your personality that spills out of the golf cart.
I remember it was two ladies in the golf cart that was souped out. They had a boombox playing Sinatra.
Love
it. Yeah.
I love. Where does Hayes live? Doesn't he live in a place like that where they?
I'm not sure.
Okay, where did Donna used to live? Nocatee.
Yes.
And in Nocatee, that's a big golf cart area too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's so many of them. You go down like just on not South 3rd Street, but 2nd and 1st on the weekends.
Beach. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, golf carts left and right. That's for sure. All right, so let's get into a little bit as far as this quarterback conversation is concerned. And look, we were talking about it in our pre-show. The Jags, if you just want to boil it down, the roster rebuild, you can point to all the pitfalls that may have existed here with the guys who were running the show before. Lord knows we do it all the time right here on XLP. This new regime is trying to rebuild that roster and get what they want out of it. But have they been also able to secure top 10 talent in the NFL draft? Well, it's only been a couple drafts, so we really don't know 100% for sure if they're going to be able to do that. But when you look at the top 10 list, Leon, there's some Jaguars that are MIA when it comes to the top 10 list of all the positions.
Well, listen, I'm offended. I'm absolutely offended by it. You know, what are we, slappies? I mean, we won the division, did we not?
Yeah.
Did we go 13-4?
Yeah.
That part?
Yeah,
so we
roger
can't
that.
get one guy in the top 10 off our roster? Not Trevor? They left Trevor. What is it, honorable mention?
Yes.
Now, I mean, outside of Trevor, I mean, we could have got at least one, maybe. No, I can't say Hines.
He's also a honorable mention.
So we overachieved last year. Is essentially what the NFL is saying. I mean, because there's nobody on our roster that's in the top 10 by coaches and executives.
Yeah.
So that's
scouts.
And scouts. So we're overachievers.
Yeah.
But
well, who would you of that roster? Who do you think deserves to be in the top 10 and for their position?
Wasn't Trevor top 5 in
MVP
votes?
Yes. Yes, he was.
How's he left out of the top 10? How do you explain that to me?
I'm not disagreeing. I mean, you got Dak Prescott.
This is just the Jag in me coming out. That's all.
No,
I'm
I
a little offended by it. I mean, I'm offended by that. There's nobody on our roster.
Okay, so let's go through the top 10 and say who you would have Trevor over.
Yeah.
So let's start at number 1. You probably won't have him over Josh Allen. We saw Josh Allen take over and beat Trevor in a one-on-one matchup last year.
Yeah.
Second, Patrick Mahomes.
No.
Okay. Third, Matthew Stafford.
No.
Joe Burrow.
No.
Lamar Jackson.
No.
Dak.
Yes.
Justin Herbert.
Yes.
Yes, I think Justin Herbert now. Yeah.
Drake May.
Yes.
All
That's 3 right there.
Jared Goff.
Yes.
And then Caleb.
See,
Yes.
So you'd have him at 6.
Yeah,
At
Caleb
6,
Williams is getting the most recent love, honestly, because if we're talking about it, look at the number 1 overall picks that are kind of littering this top 10 list. And Trevor's the number 1 overall pick that is not littering this list. But Caleb Williams is kind of more of the most recent flavor of the day, if you want. The guy that doesn't make enough plays during the game, but then at the end makes an unbelievable play. A circus type of play. Just go back to the postseason. Remember what he did? He ran in the wrong direction for like 30 yards, and then he did about 60 yards in the air to force OT. It was incredible what he did. But if you look at his completion percentage and all that kind of stuff, it's not great. It was a nice step up from year 1 to year 2 for him, but is it worthy of a top 10 position?
And Anton Harrison. Now, I don't think he's an elite. If you put left and right tackles together, I don't think he's top 10. But if you go right tackles, you can't tell me Anton Harrison is not one of the top 10 right tackles in the NFL.
Yeah, I could argue that.
They didn't do that.
I know, they never do that.
Together.
They never do that. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, also, they all tackles together. Not only was he not in the top 10, he was not in the top honorable mention, and he didn't receive a vote. So not one vote.
That's fine.
And that's 5 guys in the honorable mention and about 6 or 7 in the receiving votes. So that probably does take into account both right and left, all 20, top 20, and he's not any of those.
And look, this football team, I think we all know it. They were 13-4. We keep joking they're the least talked about 13-4 team this offseason. But at the same time, the only way you get talked about more often is if you do it more often. That pretty much is as simple as it gets. Be a regular, be a perennial playoff performer, and then recognition comes.
It's justified and unjustified, in my opinion, because you've got to be more consistent with this 13-4 now. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you get the recognition. That's where you get the respect. The teams that do it consistently year after year after year after year.
I think it's also a lot of it's based off what we see with Trevor now. Number 1, we're very close to the situation, whereas others may not be. Number 2, I think it's based on the last 8-9 games. Again, we're working on a a very truncated resume for him.
Right.
Whereas everyone else, when they're looking at Trevor Lawrence, is working on a very expanded resume. Right. And again, they said this has nothing to do with 5 years from now or what he did in the past. It's right now. So if legitimately this is about right now, he should be in the top 10.
Yeah, this was not a 5-year projection or a career achievement award, but meant to answer a simple question. As Matt just said, who are the best right now? When you take a look at how it works, Jeremy Fowler, ESPN did it. Voters gave their own top 10 players at a position, and then ESPN compiled the results, ranked candidates based on the number of top 10 votes, composite average, so on and so forth. 70 voters were part of this that submitted a ballot with at least one of the positions mentioned, and in many cases, all positions.
Now, I wonder what these guys would have voted like if it was immediately after the season, like immediately after the playoffs, and how that would compare to how they voted right now.
Like the recency bias probably would have helped.
Or whenever they did this, which was
it probably would have helped Trevor for sure.
Yes. Trevor would have definitely been over a lot of these quarterbacks.
And the other thing we were talking about, and let's just make this the 10-10 take, and then we'll just kind of roll off of it, because this is the biggest question mark.
10-10 take. Now, Josie's 10-10 take, served up by Wingstop. Can't stop Wingstop.
We got Wingstop hanging out with us on Wednesday, and we need to be telling people about it. So we're 2 days away from the diaper drop for young JJ and his beautiful wife, Blake, as they are ready to welcome Sophia into the world. Wingstop will be part of it, and they're hooking you up with delicious wings if you can bring diapers. So we need to tell everybody about that. But let's just get back to this top 10, sirs. And I think, obviously, when you go from a 4-13 record, you don't get any respect. You go to 13-4, you make it to playoffs. You obviously get more respect than you had the season before. But at the same time, everyone's looking and going, are they real or are they not? And when you take a look at what has happened from a draft point of view, the amount of talent that has been secured here has not been enough to make any of these guys shine against maybe their brethren at that same position. Trevor is starting to rise. We certainly know that. Brenton Strange starting to rise. But by no means would you look at him as a top 10 tight end. Jacoby Myers just got paid. By no means would you look at him and say he's one of the top receivers out there. That's the challenge that this team is dealing with right
that is. The league is waiting to see this team consistently ascend. Like you said, they came from a 4-13 record, 13-4. Reminds me of the 95-96. 95 team, 4-12. Next year, 9-7 in the playoffs. Next year, we're 11-5 in the playoffs. So then that's when you saw the Vasellis, the Keenans, the Jimmys in the top 10.
And the Cersei's.
And myself. So when you consistently show excellence, the NFL takes notice. So this one and done thing has got to go.
And the only other thing that you can't help but look at, and this is, of course, from the previous regime, and for that matter, the last two regimes, that's Dave Caldwell leading the charge, Gus Bradley / Doug Marrone coaching them. Then you got the Trent Baalke-led drafts, and you have a number of top 10 drafted players in the top 10 selected Thursday night of every NFL draft for way, way too many years, and none of them are in the top 10 in terms of the game that they're playing right now in the National Football League. That's the indictment. The fact that you have a number one in Trevor, number one overall in Trayvon, 7th overall when you go to Josh Hines Allen, and you can keep going down the list with top 10 picks.
But
have not panned out.
That haven't panned out yet. But that's I can tell you with this though, to this new regime, name how many. Just think about how many guys who've had career years under this new regime that he's getting the best out of.
Yeah, very good point.
You know what I'm saying? That
ETN, Devin
Lloyd, all the guys that we had question marks on.
Yeah, Parker
Washington. Yeah. Antonio Johnson, Monteric Brown. Those type of guys that were question marks in our minds come out and have banner years.
Van Lannon coming out of nowhere.
Exactly.
And so the coaching is obviously better. The direction that they're heading in, better. The culture they've created, better. So I just want to see what this looks like as a 2-year total. And and I've said it because of what you were able to do when you were wearing the uniform, this team needs to do, for the first time in the 21st century, do what you guys did in the late 90s, and that's make it to the playoffs back-to-back years. It isn't acceptable to make a big splash, and then exit stage left. The only way you're going to garner respect is if you're around on a regular basis.
I agree. Absolutely. Yeah. And the pressure's on the players, not the coaching staff. The players have got to hold each other accountable, and you never want to be the same each and every year.
Right.
You want to put your pressure on yourself to be better than you were the year before. And if everybody takes that in consideration, they will have another banner season.
I think the thing I like more than anything else is that they're trying to construct a team. They're not trying to maybe glitz and glamour their way with the big picks, look at the skill positions and make sure that we have bright, shiny toys that we can play with. They want to construct a team. That's why they did what they did with 13 personnel, with the tight ends and the other selections that they made. They didn't have a whole hell of a lot of money in free agency, so they just said, hey, we're backing off. We think we've got a decent roster that we can build off of. Let's not go spend a bunch of money and reach. Let's just sign a guy that we think Chris Rodriguez can work into the running game. We lost who we lost. Now let's see who we've got. And that's basically where they are. So now you do got to prove it. Brenton Strange has a chance to step into the top 10. Trevor does as well. So you guys let us know what you're thinking. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. We will keep that topic rolling. As we said, we got to get back to some of the stuff from over the weekend. There might have been Was there a wire involved with a soccer goal? We need to get into all this stuff coming up in just a second on XL Primetime.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care. Official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Some auto shops love giving your wallet a flush every time you visit. Not AA Automotive. They fix only what needs fixing, nothing more. Honest, fast, and fair. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Varry here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barry Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarryOrthopedics.com.
Tired of wrestling with your shower curtain like it's a fight for the last slice of pizza? Ditch the drama and say hello to a smooth, stylish glass shower enclosure from Baker Glass. Wago Glass is clean, elegant, and makes your bathroom look huge and brighter. Give your shower a makeover and feel like you're in a spa without the price tag. I'm Mac at Baker Glass. Call me and get ready to love your new shower. Let's make your shower great again. Remember, Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
At the Y, there's no place like this place. More than just a gym, the YMCA is a community where support, connection, and your well-being come first. And now, getting started is easier than ever with Your Rate, an income-based, affordable membership designed to fit your lifestyle and your budget so you can focus on what really matters, feeling better, moving more, and connecting with others. Join today and discover a place where you truly belong. Learn more about Your Rate at fcymca.org.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Rick Ballou here. DraftKings is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Florida. The Cup is down to its final matches. One trophy, one champion. DraftKings has you covered for every single one. The DraftKings app is now live in Florida. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you are in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app right here in Florida, the world's biggest stage in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with the code 1010XL. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code 1010XL in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim, issued in non-withdrawable. Predictions, dollars that expire in 1 year and July 19th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
Retired Lieutenant Colonel and ONU alumni Michael Dargavel here. The hardest transition isn't deployment, it's coming home. Be part of the solution at ONU's Mission Possible Gala, October 17th at Sawgrass Marriott. For information and to register, go to onuvets.org. That's onuvets.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad.
Gordon into the middle. Bellingham's going to get there. Jude Bellingham!
It's obviously to show you about England's goal. Jordan Pickford, from his goal kick, the ball actually is touched by the cable, attached to the cable camera above the stadium, drops down very quickly, you can see. sorry, from Norway's goal kick, I should say. It comes back very quickly to England. 2 passes later, it goes to Jude Bellingham and in the back of the net.
Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room at Fernandina Beach.
She explained it about as well as anybody could explain it, and it wasn't a hose job. We're not sure. Is the World Cup being staged at Old Trop, at Tropicana Field? Is that what we're dealing with here? Because there's cables all over the place.
Well, then it would have been a home run.
Yeah, you're right.
Because those are the rules at the Trop.
And it would have been simple, right? It would have been simple. But even though she kind of rifled through that really fast, this was Norway, this was England. There was obviously controversy. Jude, again, coming through like a monster.
Having a hell of a tournament.
Oh my gosh, it was number 10, right? Number 10 was just was dealing. But anyway, explain what we're talking about here, JJ.
Norway got screwed. So what happened was, there was a goal kick that eventually led to England's equalizer. So sort of early-ish in the game. But it was clear that the guy who was defending it had no chance because he's set up to head the ball. And all of a sudden, the ball just kind of it veers and kind of stops in midair because it hits this thing. And a few passes later, it sets up the goal. So what should have happened is the ball should have been blown dead, and the goal doesn't count. Now, the goalkeeper for Norway and one of the coaches for Norway were immediately pointing up and complaining to the refs about it. So they don't have the excuse of, oh, well, we didn't see that camera angle until halftime.
Immediate
or whatever. They knew.
Yeah.
So to me, they should have blown that dead. There's really no precedent for it, I guess, because I haven't seen it happen all tournament. But to me, if it hits something like that, you got to blow it dead. They didn't. They didn't check it on VAR, and the goal stood. And eventually, England lost. England won. Norway lost. But shout out to Jude Bellingham. He didn't know about the ball hit it, and he didn't care. No. And he also scored the second goal, which was a terrible mistake by the keeper from Norway in extra time. And Holland, who's become like the star of, everyone loves Holland. He was so bad. And that Miami Heat, man, had all these guys looking like they were playing in quicksand. They had to take Holland off.
Was he slower than Messi? Is that what you're saying?
He was walking less than Messi, yes.
Because I kept watching him towards the end, and I'm like, he ain't moving.
No.
Was that Abominable?
Yes.
The Abominable. He ain't moving.
Yeah, they had to take him off in the middle of extra time because he just didn't have it in his legs. It was so hot out here, so I couldn't imagine it was even hotter in Miami. But still, man, you got 2 hydration breaks.
Yeah. Come on, man. And he was worried about the bun. He kept redoing the bun.
Yeah, always with the bun. Shout out to those pasty white English fans and Norwegians in the crowd yesterday. Yeah. I know that South Florida sun was killing you guys all weekend.
SPF'd up. But thankfully, what you saw down there at Hard Rock is what this brand new stadium here, Stadium of the Future, because it'll have that roof.
Yes.
And it'll definitely be major when it comes to shielding people, fans, from the sun. So, did you watch with interest Cabo Verde fan that you are, Big Sirs?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Of course. Over the weekend.
Yeah, I know you were in the middle of a cigar.
Yeah, I had a cigar business, but I had it on World Cup. I was absolutely warm.
Yeah,
and it was hot outside in the sticks, bro. Near the stick, it was hot. In the
I already know.
It was.
You don't get that breeze from the ocean.
No, you don't, bro.
And so, Florida. One of the great soccer podcasts, the dudes, what is the Blazers?
The Men in Blazers.
Men in Blazers. And so anyway, they were counting, or somebody was, the amount of time that Messi was walking during the most recent World Cup matches, and age might be catching up with him.
Dude, they look bad.
He's been superb in terms of scoring. 15 goals that he has either scored or been responsible, like an assist, basically. In
goal contributions, they call it.
Whoa, I love how they call that. Like, how about you just say scoring and assist, okay, instead of contributions?
Well, goal contributions is quicker. They need a better one. Like, hockey has points.
How about just assists?
Points is good.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about assists and goals, you have to have something that, encapsulates both. But yeah, Argentina actually look like crap. I don't know if they have the legs in them to beat England. Actually, I would bet that I will be betting that they don't. Just like the Cape Verde game, they had to play in extra time. The Cabo Verde, the Egypt game, they almost had to. They were down 2 goals in that game. And then against Switzerland, they kind of got saved by the Switzerland player, Mbolo, who had one of the dumbest red cards I've ever seen in my life. So this guy was on, and Switzerland were pushing for the winner in this game. Like, I wouldn't have been shocked at all the way things were going if Switzerland would have won.
Yeah.
But then a guy who has a yellow card already inexplicably dove for no reason. It was like not even anywhere close on the field for a penalty or a nice free kick you could put in, for a shot. It was just on the sideline near midfield, and he just dove for no reason, and they had to VAR check, and he got a second yellow, and he was off. And then Argentina in extra time with one of the goals of the tournament from Alvarez. And we'll be playing that at the end of the show in Cycles of
the Rewind.
Rewind, exactly.
I love it. We are looking at, obviously, royalty when it comes to soccer, that's for sure, because no one necessarily would have predicted that all the favorites would be able to move on. And the stars, kind of the star power that you got.
So the top 4 seeds in the tournament are now the 4 remaining teams, which has never happened in the history of the tournament.
It's kind of like 2 years ago in the NCAA tournament when all 4 ones made it in, and you just don't expect it or see it very often.
But this is what we wanted. I mean, I desperately wanted to see France versus Spain, and then England versus Argentina. If you don't know, they have a very, very interesting history together when it comes to the World Cup. 1986, Argentina and Maradona beat them. He basically single-handedly beat them with the Hand of God goal. That was in Mexico. And then later in the game, like the goal, one of the greatest goals you'll ever see against England. And so they have I think 2002 was the last time they played in the World Cup. Messi has never played England in his entire career.
Right.
So this is like I don't know what rivalry in college football you can compare it to. That's like a big rivalry, but they haven't played in, 20 years.
Right.
Maybe like a Miami Notre Dame. We just kind of rekindled it.
And then you'll see all those
old clips.
Videos of all that stuff.
The Leon games.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So, and by the way, that kind of happened this past go around. It really did when you think about it, of some of the great ones from Miami, Notre Dame, back in the day. I do have them, both teams, on a couple of little lists that we can talk about coming up in just a bit with some college football in mind, because I've told you guys, there has been nothing but love directed Miami's way. Hate and vitriol.
Almost too much.
Exactly. Hate and vitriol usually go down to South Florida, to Coral Gables, but there's been nothing but love and admiration. Bunch of kissing going on.
It took them long enough. It took us long enough to get there.
Exactly. Yeah. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about with the Jags. With wins come respect, and basically that's what Miami.
But here's the deal.
Yeah.
With all this love from the offseason, the second that Miami doesn't live up to it, they are going to tear us down.
I'm not worried about that.
Neither am I. I'm just saying if it happens.
You go OTT respect, then go OTT slam over the top, which is exactly how it should be, Big Sirs, if you don't deliver.
I absolutely agree. Yeah.
That ACC title is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
minimum,
I got to bring up
minimum.
I got to bring up the ACC players that are attending this week. We'll at least go through that a little bit. And I do suggest that in the Atlantic Coast Conference, the Any Coast Conference, the All Coast Conference, it lacks star power when you start looking at the quarterbacks not named Darian Mensah and CJ Bailey. After that, there really isn't a whole hell of a lot. So we will get into that coming up. It is XL Primetime, Mocama Beer Company Monday. Don't forget, they're up there on beautiful South 8th Street in Fernandina Beach as you enter the historic area. Go for some cold pints. There are all sorts of brews. We're talking lagers, pilsners, IPAs, fruited sours, you name it. And, of course, you can always check out what they've got going on entertainment-wise. It's a great place to hang.
Your turn is next. Call it, text it, drop it in the chat. If you've got something to say, holler at Hacker. Monday nights from 8 to 10 on 1010XL.
Joe C here. I tried playing handyman with my sprinklers and French drain. And royally failed. So I called Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage. And John Haney came out personally, just like he'll do for you.
You know it. And for a limited time, my good buddy Joe C's coming too.
Huh?
Ain't that right, Joe?
I gotta go to the game.
Joe? Go!
Clearwater Irrigation.
At least do this part.
And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Hello,
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
When you call in the summer roofing, you get your neighbors, not a call center. Family owned, locally operated, with our own in-house crews, not subcontractors. Local people protecting your home with honest, quality work. Endless Summer Roofing.
Hey gang, Prosser here. Nothing like a good promise kept, and that's what you get from the Promise Keepers, Chad and Sandy at Chad and Sandy Realty. Your home sold guaranteed, or they'll buy it. Chad and Sandy have the largest pool of buyers in the area. Their home selling program is designed to maximize your sales, and the proof is there. Need max price? Chad and Sandy's science-based system is a proven, repeatable system guaranteed to sell, or they wouldn't offer you this promise. Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. You are good to go. Robert at Cordova Palms in St. Augustine said, I needed to downsize, but my home had already been listed with another agent for 136 days and failed to sell. I heard Chad and Sandy on the radio, decided to give them a try, made all the difference, bought me a full price offer just 18 days. They can for you too. Go to chadandsandy.com.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Frank Frangie here with Coach Delaney from Coyle Fencing. For years, your offenses have been putting up a lot of yards and points at Fletcher. I hear Coyle also gains a lot of yards in the fence world.
Yes, Frank. Coyle Fencing has been serving the Jacksonville community and general contractors for 99 years. We've fenced tens of thousands of commercial and residential yards, all while maintaining an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau.
99 years?
That's right. Some might call it a dynasty.
To schedule your appointment, visit CoyleJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
Whether you're undertaking a major home renovation or just a simple repair request, American Electrical is your 5-star Jacksonville-based electrician to get the work done right. Experienced design building department working seamlessly with their electrical contracting department to help you create beautiful lighting spaces and electrical plans that make your house flow. And remember, with American Electrical, it's wired right at a fair price. Call American Electric at 737-7770. Look for that red, white, and blue eagle on the side of their truck, and you'll know it's American Electrical.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room at Fernandina Beach.
Home Run Derby tonight. You guys in? I go in and out. I'm not. Sir, I used to be one of the guys that would sit and watch every SWAT.
Back. And gone.
Yeah.
Chris Berman.
And so
the best.
Yeah. I love it for a little bit, and then I'm done with it. But when they do get on a roll, it is fun to watch.
Impressive.
Yeah, and in Philadelphia, obviously they will be welcoming. Bryce Harper has won this puppy before, and you can go to all the other guys. I'm looking at the odds.
Is Schwarber in it?
Schwarber is a 3-1 choice, so he is the favorite.
He should.
Do you think the players side bet on who's going to get the
I
home?
think so.
I guarantee you they do.
I think just like you would do.
And we're talking about grands. We're not talking about hundreds.
Whatever it is, a little action on it.
Always compete.
Don't forget how much baseball players make.
Oh, my God.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's got to be in grands.
Grands, yeah.
And so Junior Caminero is the second, and because he is just red hot.
So if you don't know, he's like the Rays' young superstar.
Yeah, and you can go to Cags as well. Jack Caglione, I think, is going to be uber fun to watch.
And you want to take a lefty in this park, which Cags is, because the right field in Philadelphia is a complete joke.
Mm-hmm.
You can hit pop flies and hit home runs there. And I think they are changing the rules back to, instead of a clock, I think it's you have 10 pitches. Like it used to be in my day.
Right. Yeah. It's so funny.
The correct way.
Yeah. And they play with it because they want to see how many eyeballs they can get.
They change it every year.
Yeah, and the golden baseball and everything else. And they go back and forth. But Cags is a 5-1 choice. Murakami plus 550.
Now he just came back, right? He's the White Sox player.
Yes.
He literally just came back off the DL like a few days ago.
Oh, really?
So
Okay. Okay.
I'm surprised he's even playing in that.
Bryce Harper is in it because it's in Philadelphia. He's a 6-1 choice. And then you've got Contreras, 9-1, Ben Rice, 8-1, Jordan Walker plus 650.
Okay.
So
he's a great player, but he's right-handed.
And the thing I do like is, at the very least, you get to hear whoever is pitching to them, maybe a great story.
Uncle, dad.
Yeah.
Former coach, high school coach.
Remember Josh Hamilton and some of these other ones?
You going to take some of this action?
Oh, yeah. All right. Who do you like?
No. I'm just saying. I'm asking you. Are you going to play a bet?
Probably going to.
Who are you going to roll with?
I'm going to look at Cags.
He's a Gator player.
Yeah. Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's understandable.
And like you
but he is a great home run hitter, and he's left-handed. And what are his odds?
5-1.
Okay.
And you and I, we're orange and blue to the death, so I totally get it. If you want to get on and get a little some of it too, it's fine.
I love orange and blue to the death.
It's fine. But watching Schwarber swat and swing at his home park, it will be a treat for those fans and see what he can get going, because he's at 32 home runs, something in that neighborhood. And so, and
he's the
Wheeler,
scariest player in baseball, hitter in baseball right now.
And then Wheeler told him thanks, but no thanks.
About what, playing?
Yeah.
Well, he pitched yesterday, I believe. So, yeah, he wouldn't be able to turn it around in time.
It's like he wasn't named, and then they,
So he was an alternate?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they made him the fifth guy, and he said, no.
But you do want to have that on your resume.
True.
You know,
but for whatever
even
reason,
those like all those Pro Bowlers that are like nowadays the sixth alternate, and we sort of make fun of them, you know, like
rightfully so.
Yeah, but still looks good on that Wikipedia page after you retire.
It's a sham.
Very true. So it's a little different in today's world, is it not, Big Sur, compared to what it was?
Yes,
so many
So he was left off the All-Star roster to begin with, and so that's why he's still a little ticked off about the whole thing. Okay. And he had just gotten through, like you said, he would have been starting right before it, and the disrespected card has been played. He said, I'm not going to be the fifth option. And so, at the very least, Philly will have reasons to boo for some of the other starters that make one.
Fifth options are going to the All-Star game.
Yeah, no, because the way they do it, they create it where they have that battery of the greatest pitchers that you've seen in the first half of the season. And Zach Wheeler already was a dominant pitcher, an ace of the squad. And then...
Is the unicorn playing in the...
Oh, Tony?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, okay, I just want to make sure.
He hit a home run yesterday, but he is not pitching recently. Like they scratched him from a start the other day because he's got a knee thing going on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they're going to slowly get him back on the mound because he this year was dominant to start the season from the mound.
That's a unicorn.
Oh yeah, he's dominant both ways. Like he's hitting probably 275 with 25 homers or something crazy. Like he's just continues to be the MVP year after year after year, and he will be, and he deserves to be.
Though. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, they're 11 games back. I think you guys are okay.
It didn't feel good. That's for sure.
You know what's weird about the baseball naming of All-Stars is that it's in the middle of the season, which I guess the NBA sort of does that. It's closer to the 3/4 mark, but you know, to be an All-Star, you just have to have a good first half, really, and you see plenty of guys fall off after that.
All right, so let's head into the 1 o'clock hour. Denny Thompson, the quarterback whisperer, will be by. We'll talk a little bit more about where Trevor's at with his game, which is kind of a regular conversation when we get Denny in here. But the reason we bring it up is because the top 10 list of the top quarterbacks who may or may not, in your opinion, should be in the first 10 when you think of the best quarterbacks rolling right now. One of our texters says, wasn't Trevor like a multiple alternate? And the answer is yes. And he had been asked this past year, he declined. But at the same time, I think we all know you want to see a full 17 games of 16 doing his thing. And then that recognition comes along with that.
Yeah. And I think we're going to see the best of Trevor start the season.
Yeah, I hope so. Start to finish is what you're feeling. That's what you need to see if you're a Jaguar fan from beginning to end. This guy be that dude taking your team back to the postseason.
Injecting Duval with your daily dose of insightful sports talk.
It's called radio.
1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
When it comes to orthopedic care, experience matters, and teamwork matters even more. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, our fellowship-trained specialists work together to treat a full range of conditions, from knees and shoulders to spine, sports injuries, and joint replacement. You'll be guided by the right specialist for your needs, with coordinated care and personalized treatment plans designed for better outcomes. Smarter care, faster access, trusted expertise. Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville.
Mike Dempsey. If you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5-Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5-Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbathsolutions.com and get the 5-Star experience.
Unpredictable weather, treacherous links, and the world's best players battling for glory.
Fantastic shot there.
1010XL's coverage of the Open Championship in England is brought to you by LiveForeverGolf.com and TopDressing.com.
Nobody likes feeling taken advantage of by a service company. That's why homeowners across Northeast Florida choose Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When we come to your home, our job is simple. Find the problem, fix the problem. Charge a fair price, no upselling, no scare tactics, no surprise recommendations designed to sell you more than you need. Quality work from a local team you can trust. Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Got a dent or a scratch that needs fixing? San Jose Collision in Mandarin offers expert auto body repair and works with all insurance. Family owned and locally trusted. San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Tailgaters Parking is approaching sellout for this upcoming season. Permanent restrooms, all-day security, and on-site restaurant pavilion. Due to stadium construction, your previous parking may be gone. Log on to tailgatorsparking.com today.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Summer air should feel fresh, not full of dust, allergens, or whatever winter left behind in your vents. Your air ducts, they're the lungs of your home. And if they're dirty, you're breathing it in every day. That's where Zero Res comes in. Hick and here, backed by over thousands of Google reviews and a 4.9 out of 5.0 rating. This month only takes $75 off your air duct cleaning. Cleaner air, better efficiency, a fresher home. Call 287-5727 or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special.
Zero Res.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Awaken 180 clients have just reached the 1 million pounds down mark. 1 million pounds. A city of people. That's thousands of people who reclaim their lives the easy way, the medication-free way. What's stopping you? Awaken180weightloss.com.
I-9 Sports is year-round. Fun for kids 3 and up. From North Jacksonville to Fleming Island, Neptune Beach to Orange Park, I-9 Sports makes it convenient for you with their 1-day-per-week commitment with practice before the game. It's easy to fit it into your schedule. Log on to i9sports.com and register now for fall and winter. Flag football, hoops, baseball, soccer, volleyball, and multi-sport. There's something for every youngster in North Florida. Fall and winter registration open right now at i9sports.com. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by JEA. Imaging on Sunday showed that Orlando Magic two-way forward Isaiah Nelson has suffered a fracture in his left ankle. He suffered the injury during the first half of yesterday's Summer League contest against the Portland Trail Blazers in Las Vegas. He will undergo surgery and is expected to return to basketball activities in 3 to 4 months. Right now, 87 degrees at 1 o'clock. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson. Driven by George Moore Chevrolet.
And Encore Research Group.
1, 2, 3. Little vibe music as the quarterback whisperer comes in. It's kind of a whispering sound from the JJ playlist.
That's Hail Mary.
Yeah. And look, by the way, you proved that you're the lyric king this past week. Denny Thompson may not be fully aware of this, but Big Sur said you pick any album out of the Prince catalog. What'd you say? The main 5 or 6?
Yeah, the main 5 or 6. Any song from any of the 5 or 6 main Prince albums, every song on that.
As soon as he hears the beginning of the song, he's reciting lyrics. Can you do that with any artist?
I'm like Rain Man when it comes to music from Prince.
That's interesting.
And Joe was able to name all of the winners from the TPC Sawgrass over the last 30 years in order.
That's the only thing I could do.
Crazy.
I needed a little help, like 1 or 2 pinch hits from JJ.
No, you didn't.
I can't tell you.
You just switch one.
Yeah, I did 17 and 18.
You're pretty good.
I can't tell you last year.
17 and 18 was Webb and Siwoo, and that one just kind of messes me up just a little bit. And then KJ Chewin Kuchar, which I believe is 11 and 12, messes me up just a little bit. But thankfully, most of them are all pretty big names.
Are there any other artists besides Prince that you have this talent with?
I could give you some Biggie and some Tupac as well. Yeah,
but like whole albums.
JJ pulled up deep cuts, and he could pull them.
Yeah,
up.
he went. Let me see. Around the World in a Day Prince album, which is like so random. He pulled up 2 songs, and hit it right there on the spot.
Yeah, I love
like
that.
in the middle of the songs.
I love that.
We got to find a way for you to make money off of this. This is a real skill.
Plenty of people know Prince lyrics.
Go on tour.
Yeah.
Well, he does have a live performance coming up this weekend.
Yeah, with Mr. Midnight.
Mr. Midnight.
Absolutely. When the Cat's Out the Bag is performed live.
Mm-hmm.
Leon is the narrator.
I'm the narrator
song,
for the song. Yeah, absolutely.
where a man gets caught, catches his wife.
Well,
in the
I'm
act.
the man who catches my wife in bed with my best friend. So I'm reading the lyrics.
Wow.
So there's a lot of emotion going to be involved.
Tough. Yeah.
That is a lot of
Getting
emotion.
into character, doing the whole
Getting
thing.
the character, do the whole thing. Yeah.
Are you like a method actor? So like that whole day, you'll just be that guy?
I would have to be.
Okay.
Leon's going to walk around mad at every one of you for 2 days.
Exactly.
Yeah. He'll just look at Brendan. She's like, "What did I do, baby?"
Yeah,
get into character.
If I get into character, I might have to get a room to myself because I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, you got to commit to your
I got to
craft.
commit to my craft.
100%. Yeah. What would Tom Coughlin tell you?
He would.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He said, "These not words."
All right. Now, the Cat's Out of the Bag song and the fact that Denny is in here has nothing to do with the next thing I'm going to say, but I got to say it because I keep forgetting. We have a diaper drop on Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
For JJ and his wife Blake. And we need to start pimping this just a little bit. Okay, so if you guys are listening right now, because the noon hour, I think, is pretty much aware of this, but we want to make sure you guys know. So Wednesday, we will be out in front of 1010XL, which is right here, 6500 Bowden Road. It's our brand new offices. We've been here a little less than a year. So don't be fooled and think we're at the old location. It's 6500 Bowden Road. But we'll set up the tent. We'll have Wingstop next to us. They've got wing samplers for you if you bring some diapers for JJ and Blake. And so basically, this baby's coming Friday.
Wow.
Sophia will be here.
Friday.
whether
Yeah.
she likes it or not.
Yeah, you believe
Well,
that, Denny?
the actual date is tomorrow, but yeah, it looks like it's not going to happen. So inducement is happening Friday.
Look at you.
I'll be there
man.
at 6 a.m. So apparently it could be an all-day thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's crazy.
And
JJ
then
was
it's an
JJ
all-life
was
thing.
barely out of diapers when he started here.
I'm wearing a diaper right now. I'm committed to the show. I take no bathroom break.
So that's why we need all sizes on that note. That's why we need all sizes.
Yes.
So if you can find it in your heart.
That's awesome, though.
And you have time, we always say 1010XL is a family. Denny's part of the family. Everybody out there is part of the family.
And I'm not taking this for granted. I am not a guy who likes asking for things, and this was Joe and the listeners' idea, and just thank you guys so much.
Great idea.
Our GM Steve and Wingstop and just everybody for taking part. This is awesome, man. And
Because-
God is good. This is awesome.
Diapers can be a little expensive.
Yes,
You can't-
absolutely.
I'm not recommending you try and wash them and put them out on the clothesline
No.
or anything like
and
that.
we just moved into our new place on this weekend, so it's
Yeah.
been like
Dang.
a crazy,
Dang,
crazy
JJ.
couple weeks coming
Yeah,
up.
he told Blake, he said, you got to box everything up and move.
Do your stuff.
But just if you can find it in your heart, your schedule, your time, we don't need a bunch, but if you can pick up some diapers and we're asking for multiple sizes, baby wipes, baby cream, whatever it might be. Baby powder. But we will be out in front of the 1010XL offices on Wednesday doing our show live, noon to 2, under the tent. Wingstop will be right there next to us. And like we said, you bring diapers, you get Wing Sampler, and we hope that you guys can do it. We would love it. That's for sure. Especially, we just want to get Blake and JJ off and running in the right side. He's never changed a diaper before.
I'm
Denny.
rolling through with some.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Love that.
Yeah.
And so you've changed, how many diapers in your life have you changed?
I don't know. I didn't change many with the first.
Okay.
But the
But a
second
lot with
one,
the-
the second one, yeah.
She put you to
I
work.
was,
Yeah,
listen,
I mean, I don't even know what I would start to guess at.
well, in this conversation, as I'm telling TLD.
How many a day?
Oh,
Like estimate how many does an infant go through a day? You think
6, 7.
Yeah,
that's what I was
so
gonna say.
between 5 and 7.
more than I
Yeah.
thought?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as I'm telling TLD the story, she reminded me of how many I didn't change. So that's where my conversation went.
I mean,
That's
you
for
don't
sure.
want to be the dad that's got the kid walking around with the saggy diaper all the
Yeah.
time.
I know.
You know,
absolutely for
it's a
our
bad
all
look.
of our.
And you hold it in your hand, and it feels like the weight of a soccer ball. Right. It really does,
Right.
depending on what they've been up to.
Right.
That's for sure. All right. So let's get into this conversation, Denny, because lists kind of dominate the summertime, especially when it comes to college and pro football. And you have all the rankings that come out. Anyway, Jeremy Fowler, ESPN, had been doing a ranking of all the position groups, and we've looked at all of them. And little by little, we've discovered, well, there's no Jag on that top 10, there's no Jag on that top 10, and there's no Jag on that top 10. And I get it, just because of everything that this team hasn't had fortune-wise with the draft and with some of the people that they've signed. So right now, I shot you the top 10 list of the quarterbacks. Let's just rattle them off. Big Source, do you have them in front of you too?
Let me see.
All right. So let's just go in order for the conversation sake, because we want to get to the end of this top 10 and figure out whether Trevor should be there or not. Number one, this is again ESPN Jeremy Fowler with executives and coaches and so on voting on this deal. Josh Allen, number 1, Pat Mahomes, number 2, Matthew Stafford, 3, Joey Burrow, Lamar Jackson are 4th and 5th. 6 through 10 is Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, Drake May, Jared Goff, and Caleb Williams. So on the face, and then Big Search, you jump in on the face, what jumps out at you as far as anyone not belonging?
Anytime I see a list that is done by people in the league,
right?
Like that carries some weight, and Justin Herbert at 7 jumps out at me. Like I wonder what it is, because when you go through the list, like you can see the things that coaches and GMs, like if you don't have Josh Allen on your team, he's got to be a bear to plan for. How do you plan for Lamar Jackson? You don't have anybody, that can run scout team the way Lamar Jackson is.
Point.
So when you're looking through these lists, I always think about things like that, and then it's like, okay, Justin Herbert is athletically a freak. He looks like him and Trevor are very similar, right? They look like the same guys.
Run. Yep.
Yep. So seeing him at 7 is a little surprising. And then Drake May at 8 for all the reasons that I just said, right? Like Drake May end up being a top 5 quarterback. I'm not saying that, but as it stands right now, I don't think if I'm a defensive coordinator that I'm dreading playing Drake May more than 22 other quarterbacks. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Caleb Williams makes sense to me. Who wants to play Caleb Williams?
Okay,
like
so
you don't
here-
know how
yeah.
what he's going to do.
So if you was a GM and you were drafting, you see that top 10, all right? Anybody in that top 10 would you trade for Trevor right now?
Would I trade for Trevor?
For Trevor.
And I think that's a good way to look at it.
The top 4 is, you already know, it's a
Right.
wash.
Now, if you're factoring in age, you might want to
Right.
But Matthew would.
think about Stafford.
Well,
I mean, this is a top 10 list. So let's say for this season.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
For the here and now.
For the here and now.
yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm trading Herbert for Trevor right now.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No.
More consistent? A player?
I think Trevor's upside is higher.
It's higher. Okay.
Yeah. And I think that they're probably, I don't know, fairly close in their development right now.
What about Drake May?
I'm not trading him for Trevor right now. No.
Okay.
I'm not trading Drake May. I'm not trading Jared Goff for Trevor right now.
Okay.
The
See, I
rest
think
of them
Jared Goff-
probably. Like Dak, I don't know. I don't know.
I think Jared Goff came back to the pack a little bit. That if you think about it, and this is kind of the argument that I try and make with Trevor, and I'm hoping that this football team now has the things I'm going to mention that Detroit had that made Jared Goff as good as he was. They had a two-headed running back system. They had the likes of a catch machine in Amon-Ra, a lightning bolt in Jameson, the Sam Laporta draft.
Ben Johnson.
Okay. And the play caller and Ben Johnson for the number of years that he was there. And then throw in the Panay Sewells and that entire front line. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There was so much good around him.
Yes.
And then it started to erode just a little bit last year. Defense wasn't as good. Anyway, I just feel like those things, Jared Goff is getting a little bit of credit for that.
Yeah. Well, then I'm also saying this is justified and unjustified because this winning is kind of like new car smell. This team hasn't done enough of it to where the league trusts them by putting any Jaguars in it. So I'm saying if this Jaguar team from last year plays the same way this year, you'll see a lot more guys in the top 10.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, consistency is key in that. And I think, like, if you ask the question that way through the top 10 and you took guys like Josh Hines Allen, I think he'd probably be in the top 10. I don't think there's. I think if you said to GMs like, who would you rather have, not who is playing, like the Jags have a bunch of guys with insanely high ceilings when you look across the board, receivers especially, right? And we feel like they have a coach and GM that knows how to utilize all of their strengths, right? And if they do, then their base talent should start to get closer and closer to that ceiling talent, which will mean consistency and wins.
All right, I think it's a great way to put it. We'll keep this conversation going. Quarterback whisperer Denny Thompson is with us, and you mentioned Caleb, and we were throwing darts a little bit at Caleb because of what he does during game, but then at the end of the game, he makes that play. So let's get into that a little bit.
Oh, please, let's do it. Yeah,
it is XL Primetime Okama Beer Company Monday. The quarterback whisperer Denny Thompson hanging out with us.
1010XL.
That's what you are. That's what I am. And that's what we are together, and that's how we're going to win this game. We're going to win it together. How are we going to do it? Together. We're going to do it together. We are going to win together.
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Get ready for PGA Tour champions to return to Hammock Beach Golf Resort and Spa for the 2026 Constellation Furyk and Friends, October 9th to 11th.
Hey everyone, this is Jim Furyk. Join us this fall for world-class golf, incredible food, live music, and an unforgettable weekend on the iconic Ocean Course.
Plus, don't miss country music star Billy Currington live at the Furyk Foundation concert on Friday, October 9th. For tickets and info, visit ConstellationFurykandFriends.com.
What if the next roof you put on your home was the last one? Not another replacement in 15 or 20 years, the last roof. Metlock Roofing is Florida's only manufacturer and installer of this exclusive roofing system. Engineered for strength, built for Florida weather, backed by a lifetime warranty. Imagine never needing another roof. Call 938-9933 or visit metlokroofing.com. Get your last roof today with Metlock. License number CCC 1335581.
If you can't wait for kickoff, tip-off, or the first pitch, get your Gator fix anytime with a Gator podcast channel. Exclusive Florida Gator content from 1010XL. Set up by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists on the video and social channels of 1010XL.
Looking for ways to save on your JEA bill?
We're on it. When it comes to your utilities, the less you use, the more you can save. That's why JEA offers ways to help you manage your usage and avoid higher than expected bills. Use our online tools to monitor your usage throughout the month. Schedule a free irrigation or energy efficiency assessment and get personalized tips to save. And with JEA rebates, you can save when upgrading to more efficient equipment. Find more ways to save at JEA.com.
When it comes to your home or business, experience matters. That's why every apprentice at Local 234, whether training in plumbing, pipe fitting, welding, or HVAC, must pass a rigorous county licensing exam before graduating. It's just one more way Local 234 ensures the next generation of skilled professionals is ready for the job. Before you hire anyone, ask if the work will be performed by a licensed journeyman. Local 234, make the right connection.
Hey, it's Joe C. Wingstop just dropped the boneless meal deal for two. 20 boneless wings, choice of 4 flavors, a large fry, and 2 dips. All for only $16.99. Limited time. And while you're crushing that deal, get in the Club Wingstop loyalty program. 10 points for every single dollar you spend. Sign up now at 1010xl.com/Wingstop. I'm locked in. You need to be too. Wingstop, baby. Get the deal and get in the club. Bonus meal deal for 2 and Club Wingstop. Limited time only at Wingstop.
Hey, Hicken here, and you know I'm going to talk about skin. Yeah, it's hot outside, folks. The oven is on. Temps are in the 90s, and it's only getting hotter. I love the summer, but my skin doesn't. I do my best with dry fit shirts, big floppy hats, plenty of water. My secret weapon, though, the sunscreen. I use it regularly. Maybe you should as well. Look, I've also been seeing docs at Peaches Dermatology for years, and my skin thanks me for it. I'm telling you, it could save your life. Book your appointment today at peachesdermatology.com.
What was the original name of The Who? The answer coming right up.
Just letting your homeowner's insurance renew each year may cost you money. Shop around and you may find a better plan. Let Southern Oak Insurance give you an option at southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The original name of The Who. High Numbers.
Southern Oak Insurance, our family protecting yours.
After an accident, the last thing you should worry about is how you are going to afford a lawyer. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, there are no upfront fees because we don't get paid unless you do. You heard that right. We don't get paid unless you do. Our team fights insurance companies every day to pursue the compensation our clients deserve. It's that simple. Get started at CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campion Law.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
All right, welcome back, Jayville, here with Joe C, Big Sirs, JJ, and the quarterback whisperer.
That's quality.
He is so ready for
quality.
his debut or premiere or whatever it is he's going to do Saturday night. He sounds so damn smooth.
That's
Mokama Monday, by the way.
You know about this weekend, right? Well, we just talked about it. Yeah. So you come on through. I got tomorrow.
Yeah. I had a...
That was like 5 minutes.
I know 5 minutes.
Hey,
huh?
I can appreciate that, okay?
You can.
Yeah.
I totally can. But Big Sirs, I
hate to say this because but I'm having this flashback of like 10 years ago when it got brought back to you.
Oh, JJ, when I signed off.
Oh, I still have that.
Yeah, that's why I said when we're coming back.
That's a national treasure, bro. No doubt. JJ.
What's up?
You're the man. I appreciate you.
We did like.
Is that how we're
I was told
off?
to wrap it up. That's how we signing it off, babe. I'm new to this game. Huh?
All right.
You gotta give me a couple more reps.
We seriously did an hour of that on the Sports Den one night.
Oh yeah.
Really? Wow.
It's so good.
You've come a long way.
I have.
You have,
It's
man.
called growth.
You used to be just like a a guest sort of on the show. Now you are bringing us in, taking us out of breaks.
Yeah.
It's development.
Forgetting what we talked
You're the
about
point
just
guard.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that happens.
But he is going to be suited and booted Saturday night with the Mr. Midnight premiere.
Yes.
Cat's out of the bag.
Looking forward
All
to
right,
it.
so I want to go back. And we were just talking real quick. The quarterback whisperer's hanging out with us. 641-1010. You guys can get the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures because we're talking about the top 10 quarterbacks. And look, Josh Hines Allen may just be on the outside looking in. He's an Ole when it comes to rush ins. Trayvon Walker hurt a decent amount of time last year. Wasn't his 100% self. And so he's also an Ole. And we can go down the line with all the other guys. Trevor, we would pretty much agree is the closest to cracking the top 10 from a position point of view. Would you agree with that, Leon?
No, absolutely.
As far as who this team has.
Yeah.
Josh Hines Allen will be the next candidate.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask you this question, Denny, because I know the answer to it for when, because I'm sure they had the top 10 stuff when I was playing, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Do these players care more about this than we may have back then?
I've never heard it discussed.
Really?
Not one time.
Okay.
No.
All right. Because to be quite honest with you, the Jimmies, the Keenans, the Brunels, the Bro, I'm sure they didn't have them on their list, but they became a name brand because you won consistently.
Right.
And that's what I want this team to understand.
Yep.
Who cares?
Yep.
Long as you're winning and you're in the playoff and you're making runs year after year after year after year, I wouldn't give a damn about no top 10.
Yeah, I mean, I've spent what I would say fairly significant amount of time with our NFL guys, and not one time has a list come up.
So let's just use Brock Purdy as an example because we know that you guys have worked with him. And he's a guy who came back from a significant injury and has proven he's really good. And so anyway, he doesn't pop up there. Jalen Hurts and a few other guys do not pop up on that top 10 list. I mentioned Caleb Williams. He's 50. All right, he went from 62% completion percentage down to 58% this past year. That's really the only thing that was a neg. Everything else was a plus. He was close to 4,000 yards. He threw 27 touchdowns and just 7 picks. His passer rating up a few percentage points from the year before. And the year before, he threw 20 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Bottom line, Caleb Williams is he a top 10 quarterback in your estimation right now?
100%.
Okay, and the reasons why you say that.
Well, okay, to put those stats into perspective, Chicago has never in their franchise had a 4,000-yard passer.
Yeah, it's nuts when you.
It's a hard place to play quarterback. Like it. So you're probably not going to have a 72% completion percentage in Chicago, right? Just the conditions aren't going to allow that. But the thing about Caleb is, when things go wrong, he's got every answer. And you can't prep for that. So as Caleb continues to play in the NFL and his kind of on-schedule game gets better just simply because of reps, it's already pretty good. But the more reps he gets, the more he sees. As that becomes like a strength of his, now it's like, okay, well, as a defense, we got to send pressure. We got to do something. Well, he's already shown you what's going to happen if you're going to do that. You know, I mean, this guy's able to, he's an owl. I mean, his whole body just turns around. He can do whatever he wants to do. I think Caleb's the future of the NFL. I mean, I think he's that good.
His improvisation skills are out of this world.
Yeah.
So in the NFC, you were ranking right behind Stafford?
Oh, man. I wouldn't have a problem with that. You know, I mean, I wouldn't have Caleb's one of those that's weird because I wouldn't have a problem with somebody that put him in the top 5, and I wouldn't have a problem with somebody that put him at 13.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And there's that pack, as we've kind of described. Drake May, you can go plus or minus on him. Jared Goff, plus or minus, because now the surroundings aren't as great as they were before. We can do the same thing with Justin Herbert. Herbert had to do a lot of it before Jimmy Harbaugh got there because there was nothing else going on, and now Harbaugh gave him a running game, and he certainly was better in the regular season, and then once again kind of folded up his tent in the postseason. Lamar, we argue about Lamar on the show all the time. What you said is true. You can't prepare for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, pressure's starting to grow on Lamar to deliver in the big game, that type of stuff.
Well, and like you look at Sam Darnold. I look at Sam Darnold,
and he
I
was
look
left
at
out of this top 10.
Jared Goff, and I'm like, I don't know which one of those I'd rather have right now. Just being very honest, you know. Well, who is Daniel Jones You know, like we got a little glimpse, and he just got what, $40 million a year?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and then I always think about guys like C.J. Stroud because after C.J. Stroud's rookie year, he was probably in that top 10 list.
He was talked about MVP and all that type of stuff.
Right. So I don't know. I think to Leon's point, because the thing that most of those guys that I just named are kind of missing is that consistency key inside the organization.
Yeah.
You know, Josh Allen, that organization caters to him as they should, and he's taking them all the places. Same with Mahomes. So you got to earn that. And then once you earn that, like, yeah, I think the guys that have earned that should be rightfully in the top 5 or 7.
So, I mean, does it get overblown when a guy comes in like their rookie years and shines and then struggles? It'd be good because
at every
position. Is it true? But is it true that once defenses get film on you, you kind of settle down? Is that just blown out of proportion?
I wonder. I'm going to flip this question on you because I that's what people say. People say that, but I wonder if it's not one of those situations to where young guys come in and the ignorance is bliss a little bit, and then they get into the second season and all of a sudden they almost overcomplicate it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you've seen offensive linemen
same way. Listen,
all the time.
My first year starting, it was like bullets were flying. All right. So as I kept going and able to process information a lot quicker, the game actually slowed down. And it's a phenomenon I can't explain. But it actually slowed down. So that move and reps and watching film and all that kind of stuff of being a professional. So it's like when I could see that move that they're making, and it was like he might be doing it fast, but I see him doing it slow.
Okay, let's this is a good conversation if you're good with it, because at offensive line you have to be taught in sequence with the other 4 guys. So it's not like they can say, "Hey, Leon, we're going to let you develop a little bit slower," right? I think sometimes with a quarterback, they can get guys in, and the coaches find out like what those guys do really well early, and they're very careful, right? And then they let that guy do that very well, and then the next offseason, it's like, okay, now we're going to complicate everything. And they probably have to because, like you said, people are going to watch film. And then that's where it's like, okay, we know this guy's got the ability. Can he retain the information? Can he learn all the information? Can he recognize all the information around him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And responsibilities just start piling up and piling up and piling up. And then that's why I think that 7-year, but right at that 6 or 7 year for quarterbacks is their peak position because they learn how to manage all that.
Well, it's funny because the Baker Mayfields and the Sam Darnolds, those guys have definitely proven kind of what Denny's talking about, that everything really starts to become a little more clear in their mind. They're more capable. They've been second guessed. They got that chip on their shoulder, all that type of stuff. But the other part you said is kind of interesting, that C.J. Stroud 1.0 looked like, oh my God, this guy's all world.
Unbelievable.
2.0 question mark, 3.0 question mark. And so that's where he's at. And it might have been because they said, hey, let's put a little more on him. Remember, and this is at least probably 3 seasons ago. Anyway, it would have been after 22. Press Taylor told our coach Campo, we're going to do whatever, Trev. We're just going to keep feeding him. We're going to ask him to do more. Whatever he tells us, we're going to add to it. And that could have actually been a little bit of a neg, right? Because he did so many great things at the end of 22, and then they just tried to make it all happen the next
But I think it's necessary. So I don't want to sit on here and sound like I'm like knocking it. I think you have to continue to push, especially your quarterback, to places that he's uncomfortable with, because the goal is to win a Super Bowl. The goal is not to have a top 10 quarterback, right? You probably have to have a top 10 quarterback to win a Super Bowl. But if you're going to win a Super Bowl in Jacksonville, that is going to require Trevor to be better and better and better and better every single year. Yeah. And so it's necessary. It's called development. The problem is it's such a competitive game that every 1% that you lose in efficiency shows.
Yeah.
And fan bases get impatient.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Now, we didn't win the Super Bowl, but Brunell at that particular time was top 10. We had a top 10, two top 10 tackles, had the top 10 running back, had 2 top 10 wide receivers.
That's right. Loaded.
So we were loaded. So that doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Don't forget about your rush-ins and all that. Yeah.
Exactly. Brackens, Hardy, all those. Donovan Darius, Carnell Lake was on the team. So, I mean, to complement a top 10 quarterback, if those other guys come together and do their part, now you got something special.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yep.
I feel like that you hope, is where this team is heading, because they don't really have anybody in any top 10 position group right now, but collectively, I love the list you just rattled off. That was a lot of good personnel decisions that Tom Coughlin made, not just coached them, personnel decisions that he made.
Yep.
And this team needs to be able to do all that too.
I think it's feasible, though, if the Jags had another huge year. You could look at this roster and you could make an argument that there's probably going to be 5 guys in these top 10 lists next year. You know, because if they're going to have a huge year, then 1 or 2 of those receivers are going to have to step up. Trevor's going to have to be a guy. Their rush-ins are going to have to be dudes, right? They're going to have somebody on the back end step up. And they've got those guys in place. It hasn't happened enough yet. So I don't think this is a situation. In the past, we've looked at these top 10s and been like, Jacksonville don't have anybody at all. This isn't a lack of talent. It's just a lack of exposure and a lack of consistency, like you said.
Yeah. I mean, the guys that riddled off, in 96 were no names.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you go to the playoffs in 96, 97, 98.
Yep.
Now, 99, now you get the recognition. Now, that's how you get 7 Pro Bowlers in 99.
That's right. Yep. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because you start adding them up and you look at the top half. Well, you look at 2 number 1 overall picks, a number 2 overall pick, a number 7 overall. You start adding them up, and they need to do what you do.
They should be top 10.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to deliver.
No question.
All right, Denny delivered. We appreciate it. You got stuff cooking on your podcast. Have you been able to say who you got coming up yet?
Yeah. You remember Steve Weatherford, punter?
Yeah.
So he comes out tomorrow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Built for more. And then the following week is Tony Baselli, and the following week after that is Liam Cohen.
Boom!
And we got over an hour with each one of them, and it's fantastic.
All right, that's awesome. I love it. I wanted to make sure you said that. That's for sure. So definitely check it out. His podcast he's got it cranking on social channels. That's for sure. Everywhere you can find it. Denny Thompson hanging out with us on a Mokama Beer Company Monday.
More videos, more podcasts, more Jaguars, preps, and college football. More of everything you love about Jacksonville sports at 1010XL.com.
It's here, Middleburg. Firehouse Subs is now open at the all-new Clay Town Center. Try the bold new steak and cheese melt, stacked with premium steak, melted cheese, and big flavor in every bite. Firehouse Subs at the Clay Town Center, open now.
Want to be the host everyone talks about this football season? Invite friends, clients, family, or employees to River City Railway. Private rail cars with everything you need. AC, TVs, private bathrooms, parking, and an unforgettable atmosphere just steps from the stadium. Own the season with a full season rail car, or reserve one for the biggest Jag game of the year. Food and open bar included. Don't just tailgate, railgate. Reserve today at rivercityrailway.com.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
It's Christmas in July at Beard's Diamonds with as much as 40% off everything in the store. Maybe it's time to treat yourself to a fabulous fashion ring, necklace, or bracelet. You can do it now and save as much as 40% off Beard's already unbeatable prices. And don't forget, Beard's is the town center's locally owned diamond superstore. Don't settle for the corporate chain store experience when you can get the value, service, and attention you deserve. Don't miss Christmas in July. Save up to 40% exclusively at Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
It's summertime, and Aleve is here to keep you on the go. Whether it's planes, trains, or automobiles, Aleve's got your back with up to 12 hours of back pain relief. With just one dose, you'll get to your destination and be ready for your next adventure. So pack your sunscreen, your shades, and your Aleve. No matter where your final stop, Aleve will keep you moving. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back this summer. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
College football fans, I'm Greg McGarity, President and CEO of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Don't miss your last chance to watch college football in Jacksonville before the stadium is renovated. The SEC and ACC face off in Everbank Stadium for this year's Tax Slayer Gator Bowl Wednesday, December 30th at 11:30 a.m. A perfect buy for family stocking stuffers. Act now and get a sizzling summer special of 4 tickets for $100 at TaxSlayerGatorBowl.com. TaxSlayerGatorBowl.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out of pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is, we talked about earlier in the show, all the love that Miami Hurricanes have been getting as the favorites to win the national championship.
A lot
of love, a lot of smooching going on. But listen, there's a precautionary tale in all of this. And Mario was on a team in 90. They got all kind of love. We had just won the national championship in 89. We had 5-6 All-Americans coming back, preseason number 1. And we went to Utah, and we played BYU, unranked BYU. Now, I'm not saying...
What do those Mormons do to you?
I tell you, we still can't tackle Ty Debbie to this day, right now, to this point right there. And we lost. We lost 28-21. We lost 28-21. So
it wasn't Catholics versus convicts. It was Mormons versus convicts.
It was a storming moments on us, right? Anything religious-wise, we lost. I don't get it. So, hey, Mario was on that team.
That sucks because SMU also beat us last year. The Methodists.
Goodness gracious, bro.
So, cautionary tale, I think, is a good way to put that.
Yeah, so, I mean, this team is getting a lot of hype. They're going to be preseason, top 10, whatever. Got to go on the road, play at Stanford. So, Mario.
Way better than top 10.
Yeah. And they will be.
They're going to be hyped.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
they're going to be top 5.
Top 5?
Easy.
Will this be the 8th time that the media votes them to win the ACC?
Has it been that many times? That's sad.
I'm making up that number, but it's a dual purpose number I decided to put out there because it.
Well, I would say at least 3 times in a row. When Cam Ward came.
Oh, yeah. Maybe the first year with Cam, people were still picking Clemson and Klubnik. Klubnik was getting a lot of preseason love a couple years ago.
That's true.
So they probably won that one.
But when Mark had you guys, what was it?
2017,
10-0, whatever it was.
2017.
Yeah. I'm sure the next year you guys might have garnered a vote or two. Yeah. Then, by the way, you need to put in a golden moment, JJ.
I do. My golden moment is Bison.
Oh my gosh.
Be wary out there if you're planning on going on some sort of a sightseeing trip this summer. The Bison they're feeling frisky, and apparently this is the time of year you don't want to mess with them.
So this is a seasonal thing?
Yes. So
okay,
there is a video that's going crazy viral. I know most of you have seen it, but just search Bison, and there's a guy and his son who has long hair. And he's wearing a Miami Dolphins jersey. It's hilarious. And they are taking pictures, but sort of far away. It's not like they're right in the Bison's face.
No.
And it's obviously on some nature trail or whatever because there's other cars that are driving.
These
are the only. Oh,
yeah.
It is Yellowstone. Okay. These are the only 2 that are outside of the car. But apparently this Bison had been chasing like teenagers earlier in the day. He'd been chasing everybody. So this dad, grandpa, and his son or whoever, they're like, I would say 30 yards away, 40 yards, you think? Yeah. Not too close. Yeah. And the Bison gets up, starts going over to him quickly.
Oh, my gosh.
And the grandpa, is using the tree line as sort of like a buffer
Like
between
running
him.
around us like a circle of cedars.
Yes, he's like trying to outthink and outsmart the bison. It doesn't work. The bison quickly, within 10 seconds, finds its prey and flips this guy into the air, probably 20, 30 feet. It looks like a AI video.
It really does.
It's so funny.
It kind of shook me a little bit with I almost felt like that this bison was the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, because this is one big A bison.
He's
all right?
huge and angry, and apparently it's mating season.
And can move.
Oh, quick.
Like there are
He
dudes
looks
that
like
are,
Josh Allen, Buffalo Bill. out
Exactly. There are dudes listening to us right now that said, you know what, I've outrun a gator before. Okay, I
ain't
dig.
outrunning this thing.
Yeah. Do not think that you can outrun a gator means you can outrun a bison.
The
okay?
grandpa actually did the smart thing. He knew he couldn't outrun it, so he
Oh.
tried to like deceive it by going in and out of the trees. The video, I'm upset because it quickly cuts off, like as the bison's standing over him.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what's next? Apparently, he just had a couple breaks in his leg and is taking it in good spirits. But things could have been a lot worse.
We're going to show Gio this on Wednesday.
Yeah.
When he makes his arrival, and see if he was willing to treat this. But I want to know if any of you guys have been out at Yellowstone or wherever and seen a bison run like ricochet
Straight
off
at
of
your car. Or
yeah,
whatever.
off of cars. Whoa, that is scary. All right, now as I mentioned, Wednesday we will be out in front of 1010XL. Our brand new headquarters is 6500 Bowden Road, and we're doing a diaper drop for JJ and his wife Blake, because little Sophia is coming at the end of the week at the latest.
She'll be here Friday.
Yeah, at the latest she's coming
Yeah.
on Friday, because they'll induce Blake if she doesn't go into labor before then. So we're looking for a little help, okay? And it's not begging. It's just 1010XL family does for family what we're asking you to do. If you find it in your heart and you have time and you can pick up some diapers, they are expensive. You go through them like water, basically, Leon. And so we can help JJ and Blake a little bit with some diapers. It could be baby cream, baby powder, baby wipes, any of that type of stuff. Just pick up whatever you can.
Because Sophia is part of the 1010 family at this
Exactly.
point.
Facts.
She's, a 1010er.
As soon as she is born, she's a 10-10er. She may get a tattoo of that later in life.
Absolutely.
But we will have Wingstop out in front with us, set up with a tent of their own. And if you bring diapers, you get a little wing sampler. It's so easy. And so we would love to see you. They are going to be here with wings ready to roll. And so if you guys can be here on Wednesday, anytime between noon and 2, we would love it. If you miss that time, you can always drop them off a little bit later inside. Olivia, I'm sure, will be happy to take them. But if you can, do it. We appreciate it. We look forward to it.
You know, you said that about her getting a tattoo.
Yeah.
I actually have a prediction that the kids being born now to people like myself will be completely untatted. The next generation will be completely untatted.
I gotta
because
say.
their parents have tattoos, it's uncool.
Yeah.
You know, like she's going to look at me and be like, oh, neck tattoo, arms, back, whatever. And be like, my dad has tattoos. Like, how cool could it be?
So
I
maybe
could, like, if my dad had tattoos, I would instantly not get
a
them.
shift.
Yeah.
A shift.
My prediction.
I feel like we've seen more ink and color in the last 10 years. So you may be right, because it like there's
Everybody's tatted.
Yeah, exactly. I'm at church yesterday, and I'm listening to the homilies. I'm staring at this dude's arm, trying to figure out what that sleeve is, what all he's got. Now, one guy
Well,
did.
I go to my church, and Denny, goes to the same church I do. He does a podcast with Joey Martin. My pastor is completely tatted, like sleeves and all legs, like everywhere. You like just completely tatted
Bro.
and absolutely yoked.
My sister has more tattoos than me.
Wow.
30. She has 30. I have one.
But at least you have one, Leon.
Yes.
At least you have one. All right, real quick.
30.
Somebody did ask on the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, can we send dollars or gift card for JJ's diaper drop? I said absolutely.
Yeah, I guess.
absolutely.
I would feel more comfortable if it's just diapers.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
Diapers are good.
Yeah,
Just do what you can.
please.
Gift card if you want to pick that up, and that way you can.
We don't want to give Blake a gift card.
Yeah, rock and roll.
That's just asking for trouble, guys.
All right. So one says, "Congrats! I have 5 kids, all girls, Oldest 12, youngest 3. Boy, he is outnumbered.
Yeah, you are.
He
You're
is
a true patriot. sir.
Numbered. That is something else. All right, it's XL Primetime.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. Hey, man, what's Hard Rock Bet giving you players?
If you win your first $5 bet, you get $150 in bonus bets.
750? ¿Cuánto? Oh, was that Ronaldinho? Sounds like his first bet scored. Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New customers bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
The birth of a child is a time of joy, but when complications during delivery lead to injury or death, families are left with lifelong problems. If you believe a medical mistake contributed to a birth injury, protect yourself and your family by understanding your legal options. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Ragatz helps families evaluate medical negligence claims. No fees unless you recover damages. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Ragatz, offices Jacksonville.
Renewal by Anderson is celebrating America's 250th anniversary by giving $250 off every window and door, plus 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. You're getting American craftsmanship and their signature service. This offer ends July 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partners of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Jacksonville, get ready to wake up your American idiot. The Jacksonville Rock Orchestra brings the explosive music of Green Day with a live symphony to the Florida Theater July 18th. It's Green Day like you've never heard before, performed by an all-star rock band and symphony orchestra. One night only, July 18th at Florida Theater. Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Actually, make it 8.
Hey, Mom. Yep, I'm walking home now. Mom, I'm trying to cross, but I don't think this driver sees me. No, they're driving too fast. Mom!
Speeding catches up with you. Early, on time, a little late, just get there safely. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative.
When you're experiencing sudden, unexpected dental pain, the last thing you want to hear is that your dentist can't see you until next week. That's why I'm so glad I found Harbor Dental Care. Whenever I call, they always find a way to see me within 24 hours, and they can usually fix whatever's wrong the same day. Plus, they have locations throughout Jacksonville, so no matter what side of town I'm on, I can always count on the same great care. If you want to find a dentist who believes in treating people right, learn more at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
You may not be able to control the air you breathe on the outside, but you certainly can on the inside of your home. Just call Florida Home AC and ask about the Remy Halo. It's the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Frank Ranger here with Coach Delaney from Coil Fencing. You've been building winning teams at Fletcher for years. How does that correlate with installing fences here in Northeast Florida?
Well, Frank, at Coil Fencing, we like to take the coach approach. Implement a game plan and execute it on the field. That's been our winning recipe for 99 years.
And you tackle more than fences, right?
Absolutely. We also service and install automatic gates, perfect for multifamily communities, your business, or residents.
The best defense is a good offense. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's CoileJacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. The Weekend Rewind, brought to you by Cycles of Jacksonville, the big boy toy store for big boy toys.
What happened this weekend?
The All-Star break is here.
And Ohtani greets them with a towering fly ball to center field. A souvenir to the seats to start.
Sinner goes back-to-back.
How about that?
Sweet Sinner. 6-7, 7-6, 6-3. Another forehand crushed. 4 sets of compelling tennis to finish up Wimbledon 2026.
Connor is completely washed.
I mean, I was expecting at least a one-round war, or, who knew what Connor
was capable of as far as cardio or whatever else after a 5-year layoff. And, well, there you go. I mean, we're assuming blown ACL.
The semis are set in the World Cup.
Rogers lets it go. Nealon spills it. It's a goal. It's Jude Bellingham. It's England back in front.
Alvarez. Oh, that is a wondrous goal. Argentina do it again. Wondrous? Is that what they said? A wondrous goal. It was a great call, and Argentina does move on. What were they, 3-1 winners over Switzerland? And now you have the heavyweights, as we said, the betting favorites, France, Spain, England, Argentina. They all press on, and they're calling it the best. Well, you said it earlier, the highest seeded teams, the highest regarded teams. And so the first time in the World Cup?
So they switched things this year, and they made it like an NCAA bracket where they separated the 4 best teams in their corner of the bracket. But all the teams had to win their group to still keep it going, and they did, and they've been winning ever since. So now we have the top 4 teams ranked in the tournament as the semifinalists for the first time in the history of the World Cup.
Good stuff across the board with the All-Star break home run derby tonight. Ohtani will be on the mound tomorrow. No, not on the mound.
He'll be hitting them.
Yeah, he'll be hitting
in the
them.
All-Star.
What am I saying? And so anyway, Ohtani, one of the top vote getters, as you can imagine, up in Philadelphia. It will be a scene, particularly with Bo Schwarber and Bryce Harper, part of the home run derby festivities tonight. And then you had center. He lost the first set and was able to come back and straight set his way to back-to-back Wimbledons.
I actually watched that whole thing.
Yeah?
It was like 4 hours. It was. I had the Scottish Open on one TV, and then the center on the other TV. By the way, I forgot Tom Kim in the thing, and to me, that was the moment of the weekend. I love Tom Kim. Obviously, Leon does as well. And he's totally changed or turned his career around, man. This guy won like right in his rookie season a couple times, and he was supposed to be the next hot thing. Then he disappeared and played terribly for a couple years.
Yeah,
he plays good in the Canadian, but then he played great at the U.S. Open, and now finally winning a tournament for the first time in I think 3 years.
Yeah, he won early,
like the fall
tournament, and was right there with Tiger Woods, just in terms of
youngest.
He won twice before turning 22, something in that neighborhood. Won 2 trips to Vegas and one other tournament as well. It might have been the Wyndham. Anyway, it is nice to see him. And both he and Siwoo Kim, both of those dudes are having a little bit of a resurgence.
Yeah.
Tom winning the Genesis Scottish Open was massive, and we'll see what Siwoo can do. By the way, I'm looking at the pairings for the Open at Royal Birkdale.
The threesomes.
And the groups, it's so hard to recognize some of these names. There's just so many of them that come from around the globe. A lot of amateurs, a lot of guys from the DP World Tour.
Asian Tour.
Yeah, they'll come over. And so anyway, I got to familiarize myself with some of those and see who might, like the Jordan Smiths of the world, the dude who was on the leaderboard for the Genesis Scottish Open. This other guy made a different leaderboard, though.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
This other guy is Tommy Mack. He joins us now with helmets and heels, getting ready to roll. Yeah, you've made different leaderboards, dude.
Leaderboards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to
Boston
be a
College tackle chart. Leaderboard, maybe.
It's
Something
exactly
like that.
right.
At least versus Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19.
19. Thanks, sirs.
19
You remember this time. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
Still blows my mind. You
Oh,
were
that's a
all
lot.
That
It
was
was.
side to side speed all day long.
You know what? What sucked though? I had a sack taken away because we had a defensive holding call.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a sack. Rolled out.
Yeah.
And I had cover 2, so my guy was left, and I could go get him. And I had a great hit on him. He kept the ball, but we had a defensive
penalty.
holding by Wally Clark. Never forget it, number 20.
That was on
Savage.
So he rolled to the right. So that was on Mario's side.
To his, my right, his left.
Oh, that was my side.
Yeah. I don't think he was flushed. I don't think he was flushed out of the pocket, sir. So I just think he took off running.
All right.
But
What is coming up?
We're going to get into Jags, of course. Looking forward to camp getting here. I'm sure we'll talk a little World Cup. I took a nap during Wimbledon, so I can't speak too much on that. I tried. I really did try.
Long.
At least you tried.
I couldn't get into it, but yeah, we're gonna look at our Jags, and take a look at who's going to have a big year this year, man. We're looking forward to it.
All right, brother, man.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thanks, guys.
Helmets and Heels coming up next. Big Search. We will motor on to tomorrow's show, see if we get Matt back in full health. That's always going to be, not always, but it is the question mark right now. But
if you didn't notice, he was here, and then he wasn't here.
We hope he feels better.
Yes.
He is
we do.
He's dying on the vine. The parasite, whatever it is, we have no idea, but it is getting to him. That's for sure. We are done. Thanks to Mokama Beer Company. You can pick up delicious craft at Total ABC. They're brewing it right up there in Fernandina, so drop on by their tap room as well on South 8th Street. Make it a Mokama beer if you're out and about. We are done. Big Sirs, Joe C., JJ, and Matt.
Making radio in Jacksonville more fun.
We could be part of it.
10